So the next deck we have got is Abzan Kaheera. So Kaheera is our companion. So the rule for this one is that each creature card in our starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast, which all of them are. We have some interesting choices of various different ones there. And then each other creature we control, it's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast, gets +1/+1 and has vigilance, and this has vigilance itself. So we have basically a little bit of a ramp package with Leaf Kindred and Leyline Prowler, along with a mutation package with Necropanther, Gem Razor, and Nethroi. Questing Beast obviously being a very good target for our mutations. We've got Fiend Artisan, which is just a very good value card, can help us get some of our bigger cards, just turn some stuff into value. We've also got Bronzehide Lion, which is just a good value creature for 2 mana for a 3/3. Necropanther has the ability to be able to get any of our CMC 3 or lower creatures back from our graveyard, which is quite a lot of them. So hopefully it's quite a grindy deck. Feel like there's a lot of stuff, and then obviously Nethroi, if it ever mutates, we're just getting so much stuff back. So let's start off with this one and see where we get to. This was a nice little value deck. Like, I hadn't really thought of the elemental side of things and like going elementals outside of Temur. The way that they have like the Omnath or Yarok kind of style of decks. So just having something with Leaf Kindred just to be able to help us ramp a little bit, make sure our mana is online. I'm hoping it feels quite good. Mythos of Nethroi is our instant as well, and we get access to that, which then means that we've got some just genetically good removal. Holy crap, this arena looks amazing. Why have I not seen this before? That looks incredible. Okay, Triumph first, get to play Leaf Kindred, and then hopefully just get an early Questing Beast out. Haven't seen too many people actually playing companions yet, so interesting to see if anyone's found anything like really broken with them. There's a Godless Shrine, so let's just slam Questerson and smash on in. Necropanther's a cool one to be able to bring back our creatures, and it's straight to the battlefield as well, which is really powerful. So we can play out the Bronzehide Line's probably the best thing to play out. Guess we could play Kaheera. Kind of just want to play the Bronzehide Line, just be able to give this thing indestructible. So we missed a land drop there. We've still got the Lion, so it's fine. Next turn we can play an extra thing, and then the Leaf Kindred taps for an extra mana, so feel less bad about not having so much mana. So
we will not fail.
This is not a big deal at all. Okay, that generally means they'll probably have a Growth Spiral or something. You don't tend to want to untap your breeding pool unless you've got something to do with it. So so yeah, let's just start with Kaheera. This goes to 1.
Do not underestimate my
and then we'll just play a Fiend Artisan. Yeah, it was just a Growth Spiral. It's usually a Growth Spiral and Aether Gust, but giving us the Fiend Artisan is quite nice here. Obviously we've dropped down below the Indestructible for Bronzehide Lion, so it does give them an opportunity to do something, but we've kind of got a lot of diverse threats here. And then we've obviously got the Necropanther that we can mutate onto something to be able to get something back next turn if they do end up killing something. So like if they kill Kaheera, we can mutate onto probably Bronzehide Lion, get the Kaheera back, and jam with the squad. But they do have what, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potentially, 9 mana potentially. Even if they don't have a land, so they do have a lot of mana they can do stuff with. So gain some life, make some tokens. That seems fair and reasonable.
The land fights for us.
Sure. So, oh, I wonder if I can give something trample to push over the top. Oh, that's interesting. So, if I could mutate on top. This is maybe something I should have done last turn. Actually, I should have mutated on top of Questing Beast. So then, if I drew a Questing Beast, I could then have 2 of them. Because I don't have a Questing Beast, it would be a Gem Raiser with Questing Beast's abilities underneath. That's an interesting thing to keep in mind. So I think we're just gonna. I'm just gonna jam on this. I guess we can just put it on the Fiend Artisan, right? And let's put that on the top. This puts them to 1. And our Kaheera goes away. So then I can pay 2. And I can only pay 1. Okay, so not being able to do anything with that. So we can just play out the second Leaf Kindred. They're down on mana now though, they've lost that land, so... Okay, they've got another land, so that puts them back up to having access to 10 mana, potentially, if they want it. But we do have lots of stuff. Emergent Ultimatum. Let's see what options they have with that. Assuming they didn't have the mana for that last turn. I need 3 monocolored cards. Generally speaking, I just never want them to have Agent of Treachery, so this thing fights my stuff, doesn't it? So it's a 7/6. They're on 1, so I think because I've got this Necropanther and I can just mutate onto something, I think I'm just supposed to let them fight the stuff. Fight 2 of my things, and then the Necropanther should be lethal. It's a really cool idea with the Emergent Ultimatum and those cards, though. That's cool. Oh, we've got a Grazer as well. Extra blockers, brutal.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I guess they can't really kill the quest, or they're trading with the Questing Beast. It looks like they're trying to trade with the Questing Beast. I'm going to mutate over the top of this, bring back the Kaheera. Play this Questing Beast. And jam. Because that means they need to eat both of these go away. Because they need to block both. Man, mutating on Questing Beast and then being able to have multiple things with Questing Beast text in play seems real good. Hopefully they don't have any other payoffs in hand, because if they still have a payoff like another Kogla or Agent of Treachery, then we'll still be in pretty bad shape. Like, there is only one line, you have to block with both. These don't have trample, so it's not a big deal. You should probably kill the one with the extra abilities. So I'm just going to keep a note of this, because I might just play a deck like the opponents. It's Sultai Ultimatum with Kogla, Thassa, and Agent of Treachery. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, just not quite enough pressure there. I think missing the land drop, a couple of land drops there, just meant we couldn't quite get our entire hand down. Maybe I could have made a couple of different choices with mutations to try and help us out there. I guess I could have potentially mutated onto something other than the questing beast in that last turn as well. But I don't know if that would have actually made a difference or not. There's definitely a line where I mutated onto the Gem Razor onto something that wasn't the questing beast, and I guess if I did that, then that would have been Death Touch Trample on that, and that would have maybe been the right line. So lots of different lines to be able to take with this deck. So Gainsay, I believe, is Andrew Cuneo, so just got me. Make sure I put colors in place. There is no point blocking if they have like a Bone Crusher Giant or something, so or that, like they could pump up to kill my thing. There's no point taking that risk. I really want the extra mana, so I think because I've drawn that, I think I'm just going Leafkin Druid and then Bronzehide. I maybe should have just mutated Gem Razor to kill this. That's probably the line. That's almost certainly the line, thinking about it. Forget that this has other text. Feather. Sure. Yeah, I definitely should have killed that last turn. Well, that kind of changes things, doesn't it? Because I can kill the Feather now. So I guess I should mutate. Mutate onto Lion. Gem Razor gets to hit them there. Oh my god, this is so messy. Make sure if you don't already have a scrolling wheel on your mouse, that you get a scrolling wheel on your mouse if you intend to play with this set. Deal 5 damage between our things, sure. Whoa! That's cool. What the hell is going on? Oh no! Stuff and things have happened. Right, so can I keep up green-white? That's so weird. I don't think I can, so Can't attack this for mana. Oh, can't attack or block. Okay, sure. That's a card. Sure. Actually, just no harm in this Leaf Kindred attacking because it's got the thing that can give it indestructible, so. And then post combat, I can play the second Leyline Prowler. Because what's overextending between friends? I like how this has got both auras, and I didn't realise that that was what was happening there. Oh, so this does actually still... So this Gem Razor has that... Oh, this is going to be so messy. So this Gem Razor also has that ability. That's mental. That's so bad. I really don't know how you're supposed to represent that. How are you supposed to remember half of these things in paper? I'm really... As much as I don't like the way the current world pandemic is going, it kind of makes me glad we're not playing with this in paper because it's just so complicated. There's so much stuff going on. Oh, we got some gems. Look at that. Right. On the board with our Abzan Kaheera deck. That one was sweet. Lots of stuff going on, so like that a lot. I think this is a bit slow on the play. Also got a Kaheera in opening hand, so it's kind of like a mulligan. This is much better. I'm not sure what I'm getting rid of though. Maybe it's the Leafkin, just because I have a curve. A Leyline Prowler against an aggressive red deck. Sign me up. They just be hitting me, sure. This seems sweet. This kind of curve out just seems like it's real good. This might be where the kind of having like your companion just be that strong is just purely because you've got the ability to just kind of build your deck in an aggressive way and then have this as like your middle of the curve and also just kind of push your aggressively slanted creatures anyway just over the top. Like this seems very good. Opponent. It's not going to work out too well for you, I'm afraid. Maybe they have something. Nope, they have an oops. that answers that question anyway. It's fine. We all make mistakes. I've already made multiple mistakes on this stream already today, so it doesn't matter too much. Today's all just about a bit of fun, just experiment with the new cards, see what's good, see what's bad. I think most of what we've been doing so far has been quite fun, quite interesting. Lots of good stuff. So I'm hoping that continues. It'd be awesome if that continues and everything's just awesome and sweet. Oh, stop stealing my lion. My poor lion. The poor thing. So if they kill something, I'm just going to Necropanther it back, so... So they'll kill Kaheera, and then we'll just Necropanther. I guess I've actually just got another Kaheera, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Just play with Kaheera, and then it means I can keep the indestructible activation up. I guess if I had the extra land and hadn't drawn the Kaheera, then I could mutate onto that and just keep that going. I do not play Super Mario Land 2 6 coins in keeping with the Frankfurt fanbase. I have actually played that. That was probably about the first game I ever played on my Game Boy, though. Right. Let's just... Oh, there's no point playing anything. There's literally no point playing anything. We got this. Got our bones. Sweet. Right. Cool, we're 2-1 with this deck. And we're 22 minutes in, so let's keep going with this one for a bit. This one's slightly awkward, but I think it's still a keep. Fiend Artisan into Gem Razor is probably fine. Just make it like a 4/4. There's a lot of incidental like artifact and enchantment creatures, so I'm hoping that we can kind of, when we're playing with Gem Razor, that we can find those kind of decks. Unlike when we played it with the mutation deck, we just kind of got really unlucky and didn't face anyone that played any kind of artifacts or enchantments. This card's only really good if we have those. So. What do we reckon? I think it's probably just jam the Gem Razor onto this thing, isn't it? Gem Razor on top, whack you for 4. Okay, I don't see any of those as being massively concerning. I think playing Kaheera and just being able to attack with the Gem Razor and block with the Gem Razor is probably going to be fine. Means Kaheera can block too. We don't need to worry, like this doesn't do a whole lot in this deck. It might be that the the Fiend Artisan's not the best in this deck. It might be best suited elsewhere. I mean, the floor on it is still pretty reasonable, which I think is why I'd put it in the deck. It kind of fit the theme, with it being whatever creature type it is. It's a nightmare, so it fits in with that. So. Humans are an anthem. That's rude. And that has tap 2 things to tap my stuff. Very rude. Right. What do we reckon? What's in my... Is there anything I would want to tutor for? I mean, I could go and get a Questing Beast. I could turn Kaheera into Questing Beast. I don't know if... That doesn't seem particularly good, though. Let's just start with this. I can use the Mythos to kill some stuff. Like, I could kill the Sanctuary Lockdown if they try and get clever with their blocks. Or they could just take 5. I'm just going to play a Necropanther. It's a 3/3 base, so it's not too bad. General Kudro. That one's a good one. It's also indestructible because of the Enforcer. So they're going to tap some of my stuff. Trying to attack me? No. Questing Beast is a good draw. Right, so question is, how are we getting through these last 6 points? Kudro's pretty good. They're still going to be able to tap stuff, either with the lockdown or with the giant killer. I think I'm just supposed to move to combat first of all and let them decide what they're doing. I think my... Okay, fine. I think I'm just supposed to Mythos the Tithe Taker, right? If I so if I kill the Sanctuary Lockdown, this becomes 3 and this becomes 3, but my Gem Razor still dies, so I think I'm supposed to kill the Tithe Taker. It doesn't matter how I pay. So. Guess they've got the activation of Whisper Squad, which is maybe what they're... Whatever that was very loud. Yeah, if this Whisper Squad is just finding another one, then that's pretty good. Oh, that thing's got other text? Yikes. I can't mutate onto that just now, so... Am I supposed to hold the Necropanther? I think I'm supposed to hold it. I could... what's this? I feel like if I can chump block with Kaheera and then I could like mutate onto Necropanther on Necropanther, and it gets me back Fiend Artisan and Kaheera. Woof. Oh, and then they can find more to exile the other stuff. That's... yeah, okay. I forgot they've got the incidental exiling stuff from graveyard stuff. Woof. Okay. Let's go last one, and then we will move on to some draft for a bit. This hand seems fine. Leaf Kindred's early, usually pretty good. Leyline Prowler's nice as well. Good against the aggro decks just because it's got lifelink as well. Opponent's down to 5. Drawing the Triumph there is pretty good, means we don't have to worry about our mana. Grixis. Lore Drakis. Whenever this mutates, return instant resource card from your graveyard to your hand. Sure. Block a Leaf Kindred here because of that. Like, you're not getting to. You're not going to hit me. Stop that. Okay, sure. That is not the end of the world. I'm going to play out the Nethroi here because if we can mutate onto that next turn, we just get to bring everything from the graveyard back. So. It's also just huge, so, you know. Under... Beats? That was probably the fairest Nethroi will probably ever be. I think Nethroi is mostly going to be a combo card, so good value though. Good value. No, my poor thing. Stop it. Okay, it's fine. It's gonna be okay. Beats. Sweet. Okay, let's do one more. That was quick. I'm expecting the game to be a little bit longer there. So we're currently 3-2 with this deck. I like this one. This one's sweet. I don't like not having a 2-drop on the play. My mana. Okay, this is much better. So we don't need the Nethroi. Probably don't need the Gem Razor either. Gem Razor's definitely been one that's left a lot to be desired so far out of the cards that we've played. I didn't need to shop that. I guess I still need to shop down for next turn. But Dark-Eyed Troll, sure. Vivian. Sure.
I have survived Nico Bolas, and I will survive.
So this is going to kill my Leyline Prowler. They're going to hit me for 3.
My aim and their claws, you're
so
done.
at least we get to kill the Vivian here. So, oh no, we don't, do we? I don't have enough mana. That's annoying. If that was an untapped land, that would have worked. I guess we can Kaheera instead. So let's get the Vivian off. No, don't do that.
Back to the woods.
So next turn we get to Necropanther, bring back the Leyline Prowler. Questing Beast, sure. We'll block there, I guess. Frontside line with Kaheera is going to be pretty good here. I think I'm just supposed to mutate onto Kaheera. Yeah, get it over. Stop trying to kill my stuff. Stop!
My heart beats in unison with the wild.
Stop killing my Leyline Prowler.
Watch out. They bite.
Let's play out the line and then we can enchant something with that. And this is actually okay here. Obviously we still need to deal with it, but I feel like we've kind of got a good stable base with the creatures we've got here. So like if we find anything else to like mutate the Necropanther here, then we get to bring back the Leyline Prowler too, so...
This'll be fun to watch.
Behold, nature's true
So as much as this is kind of annoying, it's not... Like, as long as we survive... I'm going to 1 here. If we can survive this, if we draw a good card here, then we draw land. Bronzehide Lion trigger... yeah, I think we are... I guess we're not quite dead on board, so... I'm speaking absolute rubbish here, so don't mind me. 1 too many lands. So they can make a land, and this is a land. That does it too. Cool. So we went 3 and 3 with this deck. This deck's interesting enough. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. I think the kind of cards that we've got in it are probably not quite right. So let's... Ooh, companion filtering. Let's do that. Right. So are there any better? It's basically a green-black deck. So let's just look at the green and black ones initially. Companion filtering is a nice feature though. So what would we be able to put in instead of, like, I don't think the Gem Razors are good. Necropanther felt good. Maybe Nethrai's too big as well. So maybe not have those. I still want the Necropanther, but I would like something, and maybe not the Fiend Artisans, because we didn't really get to do anything with it. So if there's anything else we can... I want you to actually filter the stuff, not filter it. Right. We could put cat oven stuff in, Dreadmalkin. What else we got? Can we filter this to just show me creatures? Yeah, we can. We could play Regisaur. Regisaur is a decent thing to be doing. It also works with Necropanther because it brings back with Necropanther. Could just go really big. Do want some cheaper creatures as well if we can, so if there's something we can chuck in to give us some like 1-drops to be able to 2. Don't know if there's any good gold cards at 2. Huatley's Raptor. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything. It's probably going to be awkward to cast. So yeah, there's a bunch of really weird, random 2-drop cats, but beyond that, there isn't really anything, is there? Lazotep Reaver's an interesting card. Maybe we're just supposed to leave the Fiend Artisans in because there isn't anything better. Dread Presence is an interesting card. That would potentially be a sideboard card. So let's just put in the... where's the Gem Razor gone? Let's put a Gem Razor back in and we would just go with that for the next run, I think. Rogging Regisaur's big, so at least it's got that going for it. Being able to give it Trample with the Gem Razor might be nice as well. That might be what we want to do, maybe not, but I think that's probably worth trying. Maybe if we cut... I guess there's Thrashing Brontodon too, similar to Gem Razor though. Let's go with 2 Gem Razors and cut a Regisaur and just kind of try that next time. If anyone else has any suggestions for what we could potentially do with this, please let me know. There might be some other spells that aren't in this filter that I'm not thinking of. I mean, we could play some of these kind of things, like these cards are not great, but there might be a reason to play them. I don't know. So yeah, let me know. So let us finish up this one, and we are going to